welcome to the Hill for another football Friday night in West Virginia here on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media. It's week number 8 as we get ready for another Mountain State Athletic Conference battle between the St. Albans Red Dragons and the George Washington Patriots, where it's homecoming here on the Hill. So, homecoming, always a great time, no matter what school it is. A lot of alumni show up in support of their home team, and the home crowd is here tonight, clad in their burgundy and white. Adam Rogers, Will Vance, and our Media Center crew, happy to have you with us here for this Week 8 matchup between the Red Dragons and the Patriots. Red Dragons come into tonight's matchup, Will, still searching for win number 1 of the season, still searching for win number 1 since October of 2021. So a long time coming for this Red Dragon team to search for a win, but second-year head coach Willie Washington is still optimistic and positive about his team.
Yeah, these are really two teams that are both trying to prove they're better than their record. The Patriots obviously have a couple wins on the season, but St. Albans, it's a team that's really shown a lot of resilience, that's actually grown their roster since the year began, which it really goes kind of the spirit of that team, even if they haven't been able to put it together on the field for a win yet. So definitely a dangerous team, one that has a little bit of confidence in itself despite how the season's gone for the Patriots. Still below 500, a real tough start to the year. Or at 500, excuse me. But, a team that thinks they are better than their record and is out to prove it as the season progresses towards postseason.
You mentioned for the Red Dragons growing their roster since the season began. In the offseason, St. Albans began the year with just 23 players on their roster. I'll say that again, 23 players began the season. That's just barely enough to field an offense and a defense for a high school football team or a football team at any level. And the Red Dragons have now since grown that to 35 here into Week 8, adding some players from the hallways walking St. Albans High School. And again, something that Coach Willie Washington talked about is that they're just staying the course. They're keeping to do things the right way. They're getting better little by little. And it's already making a big difference in the community. Despite them being 0-6, he can see the little things are improving for them each and every week, and that's how you build a program. And he said it starts with not flipping the offense and defense around each and every week. We've got to stay consistent what we are to be able to build a program and get kids to buy into it. And he says it seems like they're finally starting to buy into it here into Week 8.
Yeah, that definitely goes towards how the team has been able to keep their spirits up as they see the improvement. The kids see it. They see it probably better than anybody, better than the fans or us or maybe even the coaches. So, the incremental improvement's important. When you're starting from a pretty low point, every step up is a step closer to where you want to be. And St. Albans, they might not necessarily be equipped to be a favorite for tonight, but it's definitely just another game to get their experience up and get them moving in the right direction.
A youthful Red Dragon team, just 3 seniors across the roster for St. Albans of the 35 players, and then you compare that to this senior class for George Washington, led by their senior quarterback, Abe Fenwick, who has been a bit up and down this year. In the wins for the Patriots, he's been excellent. In the losses, he's really struggled with keeping control of the football and has thrown a lot of interceptions in those losses. But an opportunity here, coming off of a bye week for the Patriots after that big win against Parkersburg on the road 2 weeks ago, to get into some rhythm again here offensively, and they'll get the football to start tonight's contest. Again, I mentioned an opportunity for Fenwick. This is a St. Albans defense that has bled points so far this year, Will. And we mentioned talking with Coach Willie Washington about Abe Fenwick and his passing ability, but he says he's honestly worried about his rushing ability as well. We'll talk about that a little bit more as Savion Brown takes the opening kickoff here after it bounced off of the turf, picked it up at about the 18-yard line and returned it all the way near midfield. Excellent return there by Savion Brown for the Patriots, the former Capital player coming off of an injury after at the beginning of the season.
He got a little extra love from his teammates and went to the sideline, finally get his chance to get out there and show what he can do.
And now we see Abe Fenwick and this offense out for the first time this evening at the 49-yard line on their own side of the field. And before the play gets off, the officials stop play. Maybe an equipment check just to make sure everybody's good to go. As our near side official took a look down that line, saw something he didn't like, and Now they'll reset the play clock, and we'll go once more. And mention again, Fenwick highs in the wins for the Patriots, some lows in their losses. And the Patriots go into their bag of tricks quickly, as it was Bryson Sowards who took a pitch on a reverse and looked like he was going to drop back and throw. Instead took off and run, and somehow he's still on his feet at the 30-yard line at the middle of the field. Finally cut down inside the 20, inside the 25. They're going to mark him down all the way to the 23.
28-yard pickup on what almost looked like a broken play and turned into a really good one.
And Patriots went into their bag of tricks. Bryson Sowards got it on the reverse and looked like he was going to throw the ball down the field, but the Red Dragons had it covered up, so he tucked and ran with it and picked up 28.
And a mature decision by him to forego the pass, and you want to be that hero and make that bang play like that, but a good decision to pull it down and get a sizable lead or sizable gain anyway.
Fenwick drops back to pass, and he's under some pressure, able to evade it. Pointing his targets downfield, slings toward the end zone, and that one's caught. Back corner of the end zone, Keegan Sack pulls it in for the 23-yard touchdown strike. Patriots take a quick 6-0 lead in this first quarter.
Yeah, that shows a little bit of what Coach Washington was telling us about Fenwick, with his his mobility doesn't just mean picking up yards on the ground. It also means being able to avoid the pressure and be able to look downfield. He did a great job there finding his guy in the back of the end zone.
Great job by his receivers to continue those routes and follow the direction of their senior quarterback, as it leads to 6 points for the Patriots and now make it 7 as the PAT from Jordan Price is up and good. Patriots take a 7-0 lead. About a minute into this first quarter. We're back with more after this.
No plan? No problem. Just wing it, and we'll do the rest. Plump and juicy? You got it. Fried to perfection? Always. Sauced and tossed, or naked if you prefer. It's always your choice at Geno's. Whether it's a 6 or 10 piece of our famous original wings, or our tasty traditional wings, or a 10-ounce portion of our tender boneless wings, we'll leave your mouth watering for more. We promise we won't wing it, but you should. Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House. Just wing it.
Took just 2 plays and a long kick return for the Patriots to get on the scoreboard. A little more than a minute into this first quarter. GW leads 7-0 after a 23-yard touchdown strike from Abe Fenwick to Keegan Sack. Sack extended the play after Fenwick had to break out of the pocket and rolled to his left and was wide open in the back corner of the end zone on the far side of the field, and that's how the Patriots take this 7-0 lead. And Jordan Price is set to tee things up. Get us started once more as the Red Dragons are set to receive the football for the first time this evening. Price with a booming kick all the way back into the end zone for a touchback. So the Red Dragon offense will come out, start with the football at their own 20-yard line. And this gives an opportunity for us to see Reese Lilly for the first time this evening, the sophomore quarterback for St. Albans. And standing at 6'1", $170 there in the pocket. And something Coach Washington said is he's only going to get bigger as he continues to grow and go through this program. As he stands in the shotgun now with 2 receivers to either side of the formation. Patriots showing blitz and may have either caused someone to jump or were in the neutral zone by the time the snap came.
I want to say it was a
actually,
well,
might not even be that. I think they're going to get Jaden Whitehead for an equipment issue because he's going to come all the way over from the far side of the field. They stopped the play dead before it even got going, as Jaden Whitehead has to come off. The senior will make his way over from the far side of the field and outrun Savion Brown to replace him. I'm not sure what the issue there was, but we're about to get back.
Hopefully after 2 stoppages for that, we've got everything sorted out.
Yeah. Patriots have been off for a week. Stack receiver set. Patriots showing blitz and can't hold their water. Gunnar Flores going to get called for the offside, and that will now make it 1st and 5 for the Red Dragons, and St. Albans now with a short first down to go.
St. Albans will take it any way they can get it. So,
Patriots
good drive starter there.
Yeah, Patriots a little too eager to get there through the gap. Flores just couldn't hold on any longer across that line. 1st and 5. Pistol set. Handoff goes to the tailback, Devin Silvis. And Silvis is stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 5. As MJ Dixon wraps him up and brings him down.
That's no gain on the play, and we'll make it 2nd down and 5.
Trips line up to the far side. Initially it was Trips. Now they're going to bring Isaiah Muhammad into the backfield with Silvis. Double barrel shotgun offset with Lilly in the shotgun. Takes a snap, hands off to Muhammad. Muhammad off the right side and should have enough for the 1st down. Needed 5, and I think he picked up 6 there off that run, getting to the outside edge. And it is a 6-yard pickup. Move the chains, 1st down for the Red Dragons. Ball on the 31-yard line on the far side hash. Offset backfield in the shotgun as a man goes in motion. That's Muhammad. He'll come out of the backfield. Handoff goes up the middle to the tailback, Silvis. And Silvis met initially behind the line of scrimmage, but able to gut out an extra 2 yards after that initial contact, and will pick up 2.
And number 10, MJ Dixon. That's a 2-yard gain, and will be 2nd and 8 to go.
Nice job there by Devin Silvis to keep his legs moving after meeting that initial contact there in the backfield at the line of scrimmage.
We're seeing some tough running so far by these St. Albans running backs.
2nd and 8 for the Red Dragons. Same formation. Patterson and Ashton Hamilton to the near side. Ball on the turf. A bad snap mishandled by Lilly, and Lilly able to jump on top of it. And after starting the drive with a free 5 yards, giving the Patriots 4 yards here, rather, after that mishandled snap is not how you want to set up 3rd down.
No, that was just simple. I think we was trying to think too much about the play to come and just didn't secure the ball to start off with. But he did the right thing, and after doing that, just fell right on it, prevent it from being a turnover.
3rd and 12, back of the 29. Lilly in the shotgun, takes the snap, play action, throw comes into the near side. It is caught, but it's going to be a loss. Ashton Hamilton loses 4 yards back to the 25. GW defense blowing that play up quickly. Solomon Farrell and Keegan Sack all over that pass out to the near side to Ashton Hamilton. So 4th and 15 for the Red Dragons. And Gavin Duncan will stand back to punt at his own 14-yard line.
Well, his defense has been chomping at the bit. I bet they'll be hungry for a block here, too.
Patriots got a couple of blocks 2-3 weeks ago now, the last time we were here. Almost get to this one. And Valentine is going to let the punt bounce and die at the 32. Smart move by Valentine to just lay off of it.
Down at the 34-yard, 33-yard.
Patriot punt return team has been pretty stout so far this year. Gunnar Flores credited with 2 blocks on the season. As the Patriot offense comes back out for the 2nd time tonight after a quick possession by the Red Dragons. They almost did pick up a 1st down, but that was really courtesy of a free 5 yards to start the drive, thanks to an offside by the Patriots. But GW able to hold on. Fenwick fake the screen, going to go deep, looking for Anthony Valentine down the near sideline. He's got him at the 20. And Valentine walks into the end zone. Touchdown. Patriots from 68 yards. Fenwick throws an absolute dime and drops it into Valentine's arms at the 20. And then he just walks in the rest of the way for the score.
Yeah, I mean, just a great patience, waiting for his guy to get open, and he just got behind the the defense there. I'm not really sure how they let someone like that just get completely behind him, but just well-thrown ball once he got clear and then took it the rest of the way. Great job there by Valentine, really already showing that 1-2 punch of Sack and Valentine, who are technically running backs, but do everything for this offense.
Snap is back for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. 14-0 our score. Just under 7.5 to go in the first quarter. We're back with more right after this on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media.
The relationship between a lawyer and a client is based on trust. Over the years, we've been entrusted with some of the biggest cases in West Virginia. That's because we have a track record of success and getting exceptional results. We built a reputation as one of the go-to law firms throughout the state of West Virginia. We're proud of the reputation we've earned in the community for providing exceptional, aggressive legal representation. When you hire my law firm, you don't get excuses, you get results.
Patriots bursting out to a 14-0 lead. About 4.5 minutes into this first quarter. Adam Rogers, Will Vance, and our Media Center crew, happy to have you along with us this evening on High School Game Day. Whether you're watching it on your computer or your 85-inch TV or maybe your iPhone on the go, all you have to do is download the HD Media Plus app if you don't want to watch it on your home at your computer. Get access to all of the video content and live streams for free. The HD Media Plus app available on all Apple, iOS, or Android platforms, Roku TV, and Amazon Fire Stick. Kickoff from Price goes into the end zone for another touchback, and the Red Dragons will send their offense out once again at the 20-yard line, hoping for better results than the last drive. After nearly fumbling the possession away recently, great job of jumping on top of it after mishandling the snap out of the shotgun. But we're unable to recover. See what they do here on first down. On the second drive, lining up in the shotgun, trips to the top of the formation. That's the far side of the field. Patriots showing some pressure and going to bring some off the outside edge, and handoff goes to Silvis, and he is going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Hunter Giacomo getting there. Giacomo, one of the team leaders in tackles this season. Actually does lead the team with 56. Gunnar Flores, though, just behind him coming into tonight at 52 tackles on the season. That linebacking core really active for this Patriot defense. 2nd and 10, Lilly in the shotgun, same formation. Patriots again showing some pressure and going to bring it. Pass thrown out to the far side, and Lilly was being hit as he threw it. Flores getting the pressure on him and forcing the incompletion as he was looking for his tight end, Xavier Patterson, who's a big frame at 6'2", 240. Just a sophomore for the Red Dragons. One of many sophomores on the team.
He is hard to miss out there.
Yes, he is. He looks like an absolute stud in the all-white for the Red Dragons. 3rd and 10 for St. Albans, though, here as he flips to the near side of the field, just off the line of scrimmage on the bottom of the formation. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the near side. That's Isaiah Muhammad. Snap comes back to Lilly. Has some time here, now under some pressure, rolls out, and he's going to be sacked. Getting to him that time is Tyrell Ellis. The junior defensive end is going to get to him all the way back at the 15. It's a 5-yard loss on the sack, and it sets up 4th and 15. Patriot defense has been very active on these first 2 drives, bringing pressure just about everywhere, every down.
Yeah, definitely trying to put maximum pressure on this offensive line and this young quarterback who's been growing every week but still has a long way to go.
So now Duncan punts it away. It's going to be a short punt, and it's going to be muffed by Sack. But jumping on top of it is Savion Brown. saves the possession for the Patriots back at the St. Albans 45-yard line. That's two great special teams plays now that Savion Brown has made for GW. Had the great kickoff return to open up the game, and then saves the possession there after the muffed punt by Keegan Sack. And now he'll start this drive in the backfield, looking for his first carry of the season. The junior transfer from Capital, missing the first few games this season due to a leg injury. Finally back and ready to go. The bye week definitely helping things out. Patriots set up 1st and 10. Fenwick drops back to throw, looking deep again, has a man, and Solomon Farrell at the 20. Farrell breaks, or almost broke out of a tackle. Finally bringing him down there is number 13, Logan Parsons. But Farrell takes it all the way down to the 11, so that's a 34-yard pickup. And the sad thing is, as well, the Patriots could have had a touchdown there. Fenwick looked a little shorter and found Farrell. Had he looked deeper, Keegan Sack was almost toward the end zone by the time he would have let go of the ball.
Yeah, just almost too many options back there. Just not very tight coverage in the backfield from the Red Dragons.
1st and 10 from the 11 for the Patriots. Brown in the backfield, trips over to the far side. That's Flores on the line. Valentine and Sack off. Fenwick, fade route toward the back corner of the end zone. Solomon Farrell, does he get his feet in? Yes, he does. Touchdown, Patriots. Solomon Farrell with just his 3rd reception of the season, his 2nd touchdown of the year, and it puts the Patriots on top 20-0, just over 5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Like you said, he was fighting his way, got the reception, fought his way down there on the last play, but only got to the 11, so they went ahead and let him finish it. Gave him a chance to finish the job. Nice catch in the back of the end zone.
2 catches for Farrell on the drive, 45 yards and a touchdown, as Fenwick is perfect on that 2 of 2. And Jordan Price out for another PAT try, trying to make it 21-0. Snap back, kick up, and it is good. 21-0 our score. We're back with more right after this.
Fall Toyota is here for all your automotive needs. We have a large selection of new 2023 Tacomas, RAV4s, Highlanders, Camrys, and Corollas in stock and available for immediate delivery. Right now, get rates as low as 3.99% for 48 months on select new Toyota models, or get 4.99% financing for 60 months. Be sure to give your new Toyota the protection it deserves with our $995 genuine Toyota service contract. Visit balltoyota.com. It's a whole new ballgame.
It's a happy start to homecoming so far for the Patriots. 5:04 to go, opening quarter. GW leads 21-0 over the St. Albans Red Dragons. Adam Rogers, Will Vance, happy to have you along with us here on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media. Parmar is a proud sponsor of our broadcast this evening. If there's not a Parmar near you, there will be one soon. And there's actually going to be one not too far here from George Washington High School, just at the bottom of Bridge Road, essentially, off of McCorkle Avenue. Going to be built not too long.
Yeah, and that's kind of an interesting location. When I first heard about it, I was like, really? But then, when you think about it, it's right on McCorkle, right at the bottom of Bridge Road.
Great location. And it's going to have an Arby's, I see, by the sign as well. Very excited about that.
I don't think there's another fast food option until you get clear to Kanawha City at a McDonald's and that such.
Or you go to South Charleston or up down to Southridge. As another kickoff into the back of the end zone for another touchback. Red Dragons will start their next drive again at the 20-yard line.
Now, Adam, really, Jordan Price so far in this one, Jordan, really continuing the Patriots' streak of having some great special teams, talented kickers.
Michael Hughes just here recently made his way to Appalachian State.
I believe he was a special
hero down there.
Yeah, special team player of the week for the conference.
Sunbelt. Hit a 54-yard field goal to win it for App State a few weeks ago, and I think it was 2 weeks ago now. And just absolutely banged it from 54 yards out, a new career long. It was actually the longest field goal for App State in over 2 decades. So congratulations to the career Michael Hughes is having there at Appalachian State, making George Washington Patriots proud.
That's a loss of 2 yards, and will be second down.
Patriot defense again getting heavy pressure in that backfield. A 2-yard loss on that play. Bring up 2nd and 12 from the 18. Again, the Patriots have really brought some heavy pressure on just about every play, but have mixed up where they've come from. It's not been the same blitz package every single time. Lay back to pass, throws out to the far side, trying to find Camonte Gravely, and that pass is thrown short, incomplete. Anthony Valentine on the coverage there for GW. Clock stopped with 4:21 to go, opening quarter. Patriots lead by 3 touchdowns. So what do the Red Dragons dial up here? 3rd and long. I'm sure the Patriots are probably going to dial up some pressure, as they have again just about every play. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the top. Patterson, the inside man, in the near side of your screen. Patriots do show blitz, and they bring it. Lilly under heavy duress, and he's going to be sacked all the way back inside the 5. Man, too many Patriots to count there, but I did see MJ Dixon, Hunter Giacomo, and I think Gunnar Flores got there as well. Sacked all the way back at the 8. I thought I was down inside the 5. My vision perception there a little off.
Depth perception.
Depth perception, yeah. Words. 4th and forever for the Red Dragons, as Gavin Duncan will punt from out of his own end zone. And before the punt, a flag comes.
He may have to stand farther back in his end zone after this.
Right now it's 4th and 22. See what the flag is here.
Dead ball. Encroachment.
Oh.
And it's going to be 5 yards against Terrell Ellis. So it'll be 4th and 17 now for the Red Dragons. So Duncan gets a little bit of breathing room here. He won't be standing halfway in his end zone. He'll now just be standing at the 1. And again, the Patriots have come close to blocking a few and have blocked a couple of punts this year. Not going to get to this one. Valentine going to opt to not field the side-winding kick there, and probably a good decision, as it may have taken an awkward bounce off of his shoulder pads there, and wisely allows it to land on the turf and die down at the 43-yard line, which is where the Patriots will start with this next drive. GW having great field position to start their drive so far tonight. One drive that wasn't so great back at their own 32-yard line. They hit a 68-yard touchdown pass off the opening play. So 1st and 10 from their own 43 in the middle of the field. Valentine goes in motion out of the backfield, and now will split out wide. Fenwick throws down the near side, finds Valentine again wide open at the opposite 40. Jukes one man out of a tackle. Still on his feet inside the 30, and he's got a seam to the end zone. Touchdown, Valentine, and the Patriots add to their lead. 57 yards out. Valentine with his 2nd touchdown catch of the quarter. And it takes less than 2 minutes for the Patriots to score again. Make it 27-0.
And Adam, he just motioned out, and nobody really went with him. And you got to at least cover up a man, especially when it's someone like that, like Valentine, who's just such a game breaker, has such game-breaking potential. So just a simple motion just kind of caught the Red Dragons off guard. And after he made the catch, it was a great job of him juking out some couple guys on his way to the end zone.
Kick is up and good. Patriots lead 28-0. We're back with more right after this.
Filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Back here on the hill for homecoming night. Patriots lead 28-0. A little more than 3 minutes left in this first quarter. And Jordan Price teeing it up once more. Sends this one away. A booming kick again into the end zone and for a touchback. So Red Dragons come back out once more. Trying to get the offense going here, Will.
Just to finish the thought earlier about Jordan Price as a kicker, it's just such a tool for a high school team to have a good kicker. You know, you look around, and a lot of teams don't. You know, part of it's unwillingness to develop it. Some of it's just, it's a difficult thing to do.
Very niche thing, yeah.
So, to have back-to-back kicker you can really trust, not only, give you a good field position, but hit field goals when you need them, always important.
Well, and there's also a very big difference, too, between having a kicker and having a punter at this level as well.
Right.
You don't necessarily have both sometimes. You might have one or the other, or you might have neither in some instances. Patriots fortunate that Jordan Price is a pretty good kicker for them. Lilly slings it out to the far side. It's caught by Patterson, and he'll get up to the 25-yard line after a nice slant there. The Dragons trying to utilize some quicker routes there to take advantage of the pressure that the Patriots are bringing. 2nd and 5 for the Red Dragons from their own 25 in the middle of the field. Patterson will now come to the bottom of formation and form a trips. He'll join Gravely and Hamilton. Check that is Muhammad on the near side. Patriots brought the pressure. Flores takes him in the backfield for a loss after Silvis got the carry, and he's going to be dropped all the way back at the 21-yard line. A 4-yard loss on that handoff to Silvis, and Flores jumped it from the beginning. I mean, he read it from the go, Will.
Yeah, and they're confusing, this offensive line badly. You kept saying they're bringing pressure from different places. I don't think they're being told where. I think they're saying go pick a gap and go run up it. So, just causing this offensive line fits.
Patriots bring the pressure again, but can't get to it. But it is intercepted over on the far side. Jaden Whitehead comes up with the interception, goes around the intended receiver, Isaiah Muhammad, and comes up with the pick for the Patriots on 3rd down. It'll be 1st and 10 GW from the Red Dragon 26-yard line. What a play by Jaden Whitehead, the senior cornerback. Saw the eyes look over there at Muhammad. Picked him off.
2 sacks and an interception so far for this Patriot defense so far in just the first quarter.
And numerous tackles for loss in this first quarter as well. Patriot football for the 5th time in the opening quarter. They're 4 for 4 for touchdowns so far. Can they make it 5 for 5 with a much shorter field this time at the 26 of the Red Dragons? Ball over on the far side, hash mark. Sack now in the backfield with Fenwick in the shotgun. Fenwick drops back to pass, surveys the field, has some time now. He'll step up and use those legs. Slings toward the end zone, sliding for the touchdown grab is Gunnar Flores, and it's another score for the Patriots. This time from 26 out, there is a flag on the play in the backfield. We'll see what the ruling on this was. Probably a hold against the Patriots.
That or maybe a yep. There you go.
Yeah, they're going to get a hold there on Javon Davis. The sophomore left tackle will be flagged there. So that will back the Patriots up to the Red Dragon 36. Wipes the touchdown off the board.
And really the only knock on the Patriots offense so far. Already 3 penalties so far in this first quarter.
One of those against the defense to start the game. 1st and 20 for the Patriot offense. Trips to the near side. It's Giacomo, Valentine, and Flores. Sack in the backfield. Fenwick drops back to throw. Throwing deep down the far sideline. Looking for his man. trying to find Bryson Sowers, who makes the catch, but makes that grab out of bounds. So the incompletion will bring up 2nd and 20, and the Patriots have been looking deep all night long. We're still in the first quarter.
And it's trying to use their speed and their quarterback's vision to find who can break through that secondary, and just a little bit off on that one. First incompletion so far, 5 of 6, 4 touchdowns, 193 yards.
But there will that play up before a perfect example of Abe Fenwick being able to use his legs to extend plays. Like you mentioned, it's not just his ability to run the football, because running he's not been exceptional at. 42 carries, 133 yards. That does factor in some sack loss yardage as well. But he does lead the team in touchdown rushes with 5. Airing it out deep again, trying to find Valentine, and Valentine can't hang on to it. Some contact there in the end zone as the defender there, number 16 for the Red Dragons, Camonte Gravely. There is a flag down, however, at about the 6-yard line.
It looked like there may have been what could have been pass interference.
Going to get the ruling now. And it's going to be against the offense. That's going to go against Bryson Sowers. So that will back the Patriots up even more. Started 1st and 10 from the Red Dragons' 26-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 35.
And now they don't have an option but to look long. So convenient that that's what they've already been doing. Looks like they've really been trying to hit that left side on this set of downs.
That penalty moves the Patriots back into their own territory, and it will be 2nd down and 35 yards.
2nd and 35 from the Patriot 49 now. Same formation for GW. Trips to the near side. Fenwick takes the snap. Has plenty of time. Throws short. Looking for Giacomo, and the pass is incomplete. Coverage there by Ashton Hamilton, the junior for the Red Dragons. And that incompletion will bring up 3rd down and 35 in Patriot territory. Again, the drive started 1st and 10 at the Red Dragon 26. But penalties have pushed the Patriots back into their own territory. Same formation set up here for the Patriots. Giacomo, Valentine, Flores. Up top is Sowers. And Sack in the backfield with Fenwick. What does Scott Tinsley, the offensive coordinator for GW, dial up here on 3rd and forever? Fenwick has some time under some pressure. Going to try to throw it short. It is caught by Sowers. Sowers breaks out of a tackle at the 34, and then is finally brought down as he tried to keep moving his way downfield. He's going to be stopped at the 32, so he picks up 2 extra yards after making the additional contact. That at least sets it up 4th and not as long as he gets down to the 32. Pickup of 19. And the Patriots going to keep the offense out here. No point in bringing the punt team out. It's kind of too long for a field goal, and a turnover here doesn't hurt you too bad because the defense has been playing great. So the offense going to stay out here on 4th and 16. Fenwick has plenty of time, throws to the near side, off of Valentine's shoulder pads and in the air and onto the turf. A chance there for a moment for Sean McCord, the junior, to come in and try to intercept it, but unable to get to it in time. But it is still a turnover on downs by the Patriot offense. The first time the Patriot offense has been unable to score in the first quarter. That TOD comes with 3 seconds left in this first quarter of action.
Man, what a rush that Xavier Patterson's been getting those past couple of downs. Needing 2 or 3 Patriots to really hold him back, getting enough pressure on Fenwick to really influence some things. So, good job there to try to get under his skin on that 4th down and force turnover.
1st and 10 from their own 32. Red Dragons throw to the near side. Pass is incomplete. Looking for Ashton Hamilton as Solon Farrell breaks that up. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Red Dragons after we come back for the start of the second quarter. 28-0 Patriots with the lead over the Red Dragons. We're back with more right after this on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media.
At Dutch Miller Jeep of South Charleston, we're the #1 Jeep dealer in the entire state of West Virginia because we believe in treating our customers like family. That's why you get the best deal right up front with friends and family pricing. It's our way of saying thanks for allowing us to be a part of your community.
It's Jeep season at Dutch Miller Jeep of South Charleston, and for a limited time, get up to 10% off MSRP on any brand new 2023 Compass.
Text or chat now and even get pre-approved at DutchMillerJeep.com.
Getting ready to start the second quarter between St. Albans and George Washington. So we flip ends of the field. The Red Dragons will go from left to right across your screen. Patriots will go from right to left. Again, the Red Dragons just trying to string together some first downs. Picked up 1 so far in this first half. And that was helped out by a 5-yard offside penalty against the Patriots. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion to end the first quarter. So double barrel shotgun for the Red Dragons. Lilly in the shotgun, sends his man Muhammad in motion. Lilly has some pressure off the outside, throws it into the flat to Silvis. Silvis is forced out of bounds across the 35. And he'll be forced out at the 37.
Good job by those cheerleaders to keep their composure. They had her up on the tower when those guys were running around there.
And we'll bring up 3rd down and 4 to go for the Red Dragons.
Nice pickup there of 6. 3rd and manageable for the Red Dragon offense. Just looking to keep the offense out there for a little bit longer than it has on these last few drives. String together some first downs and get some momentum going. It's like head coach Willie Washington said, one day at a time, one play at a time. As Lilly fires out, and the pass is incomplete, trying to find Isaiah Muhammad. Muhammad had it in his hands and just couldn't hold on to it.
I think Muhammad was trying to start making his play before he actually had the ball and just couldn't bring it in.
So Gavin Duncan will get set to punt things away. And, you know, Will, one quote Willie Washington told us that he used when we talked to him is said, talking about patience and positivity. He said, it's like eating an elephant, one bite at a time. You can't worry about trying to eat the whole thing. One bite at a time gets the job done. You've got to worry about the little things. The small things are those one bite at a time. As the Patriots almost got to it again, a high punt. It's going to be down by the Red Dragons at the Patriot 47.
I think Sack was the one who almost got there. Maybe got a finger on it.
But you can see that, again, that's what they really need to do in this game still. And throughout the rest of the season is just keep playing one play at a time, make strides each and every down. And, again, string together some things. It doesn't need to all come at once, but you need to get some momentum going. And it all starts with just one positive play. But the Patriot defense has been very hectic so far this evening. Leaving a lot of havoc in the backfield for the Red Dragons. Not a lot of positive plays to speak of in the first half so far. So we're just a little ways into the second quarter.
A grand total of 4 plays for positive yardage.
Fenwick throws it short to Savion Brown, who catches it at the 40, makes one man miss, gets across midfield, inside the 40, cuts back toward the numbers. Somehow was almost going to be able to stay on his feet after he spun off of some defenders, but is finally down at the 29.
Number 52 for the Red Dragons, Jake Parsons.
Nice job there by Savion Brown, showing that explosiveness after the catch.
29-yard catch and run there.
What a great play there by Savion Brown against athleticism from him. We've not seen on our broadcast the first couple of ones to start this year. Again, he missed first part of the season due to an injury. Finally back for the Patriots and paying dividends here on offense tonight so far. Made a couple of special teams plays as well. Fenwick play action fake, throws out to Giacomo on a wide receiver screen. Giacomo makes a catch and is going to be caught from behind and going to be able to dive forward for an extra yard or two as he'll get down to the 20. We'll pick up 9, and that will bring up second down.
Yard gain, and it will be 2nd and 1.
A few short yardage plays for the Patriots so far this evening.
That gives Fenwick an even 250 yards passing here in the first half. There's plenty of time left.
Fenwick just had 201 yards passing last week, or rather 2 weeks ago, in that 22-11 win on the road at Parkersburg. Fenwick fakes again under some pressure. His pass is batted down. Xavier Patterson, James Branham, and Jaden Parsons all getting back there in Fenwick's face. None of them can pick it off, but they do knock it to the ground, and it'll bring up 3rd and 1.
Your Patriots.
We've only seen one rush so far tonight for the Patriots. That was the
and it wasn't
opening
supposed
play.
to
Yeah,
be.
it was the opening play of the game. It was designed as a reverse wide receiver pass, but Sowers wisely saw nobody open, tucked it, ran with it, and picked up a great gain to start the drive for GW. But other than that, have not run the ball once, and now there it is. Savion Brown trying to pick up that 1 yard, and he's actually going to be stopped in the backfield for a loss of 1.
Brought down by number 20, Devin Silvas.
Back to the 21-yard line. It'll bring up 4th and 2. So they're going to sub Brown out, and in will come Anthony Valentine. Valentine a bit broader shouldered running back than Savion Brown, and could potentially hand it off to him here.
Yeah, I think it was just kind of part of the rotation, but for all of Brown's shiftiness and speed, he's not necessarily a short yardage back.
4th and 2, Patriot offense staying out there once more. Unable to convert on 4th and 16 last time. Handed off to Valentine off the left side. Valentine has an alley to the end zone. One defender to beat, and he's going to get over him into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. The 3rd touchdown for Valentine tonight. First one on the ground, and that one comes from 21 yards out.
And Brown's over there, so I'm like, well, why don't you give me the run to the outside? But just great job by just one of the best playmakers in the conference, really. Valentine's showing that no matter how you get the ball to him, he's going to do his best to find the way to the end zone. And already 3 touchdowns in this first half, and can't imagine he's quite finished.
Came into the game with 3 total touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 in the receiving game as Price puts the PAT up through the air. He now has 2 receiving touchdowns in this game and a rushing touchdown, so give him 6, 3 of each for the season. Patriots lead 35-0 after Price puts the PAT through. Thank you for joining us here on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media. Don't forget, you can read all about tonight's contest and all the action in high school football across the Great Mountain State in the weekend edition of the Gazette-Mail or the Herald Dispatch if you go to your local newsstand and pick up that weekend edition, wherever you get your favorite print edition of your HD Media paper. Also have some preview action in there of Marshall football's game this weekend on the road, taking on Georgia State.
I think March fans are going to find out a lot about their team this time out. Disappointing game down in Raleigh last weekend. Another road trip down here against a quality opponent. So
on ESPN2.
Yep.
Mountaineer fans reeling a bit after a heartbreaker of a loss last night.
Wild ending.
Falling to Houston at the buzzer, literally, off of a tipped Hail Mary pass after the Mountaineers took a lead with 12 seconds to go. I hate to bring it up again and make Mountaineer fans relive it, but you can catch all the commentary on Touchdown City website, Touchdown City's podcast, as the Mountaineers will be in action again next week.
With an extra day of rest, so hopefully we can put that one behind them.
It will be a touchback. St. Albans will begin their next drive on their own 20.
Another touchback there for Jordan Price.
At this time, the football team would like to thank their
Mountaineers will be back at home next time, next Saturday, 3:30 ESPN kickoff, taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Dr. Clark and Robin Atkins.
Again, Touchdown City will have you ready to go for that one.
Another penalty for the Patriots. Only knock I can really put on them so far.
Yeah,
5
penalty
penalties.
yardage adding up for the Patriots.
5
drive,
for 40 so far.
And one drive, they picked up 25 yards of penalties alone and turned from being at the 26-yard line just outside the red zone to being back on their own side of the field and having to try to convert on 4th down,
which
was
became the
unsuccessful.
first drive they were unable to score on.
And now have been unsuccessful just that one time after Anthony Valentine scored on 4th down.
And there was a fumble there.
Yeah, the Patriots going to recover a fumble there.
Yeah, that was the quietest fumble I've ever seen. I think it was shoot. Let me find my thing here. Hayden Hinkle, I think, is the one who came away with it. Just a couple guys got to him, got to Silvis and stripped it away from him and fell right on top of it.
So,
I've never seen such a subdued reaction for a kid who fell on a fumble.
But so now Patriots back with the football with short yardage here. Can they cash in this time? Again, the last time they were just outside the red zone like this with a short field to start the drive. They were unable to convert on a 4th and 14. Excuse me, 4th and 16. And now a timeout taken here, I believe, by the Patriots. I wanted to say that's a solid signal.
Yeah.
So Patriots taking the timeout, talking things over.
Maybe they weren't ready
yeah,
to
maybe
be
not
on
prepared
offense
for a 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. A couple of options here for Scott Tinsley, the head coach, or former head coach here in the Kanawha Valley. Now the offensive coordinator for the Patriots. And we talked with Willie Washington about Tinsley and Steve Edwards and praised Tinsley and the offensive prowess that the Patriots have and their ability to pass the football. And he said that's also a given under Scott Tinsley and his offensive system. Your quarterback has to be able to throw the ball. He's known for passing in his offense.
Well, I had him back in the late aughts when we played ourselves when he was, I believe, Nitro's head coach. That's what they did. They had 2 big old 6'4" receivers and a pretty good quarterback, and that's what they
prided themselves on, and Scott Tinsley still prides himself on throwing the ball. But again, we've seen Abe Fenwick extend many plays so far tonight using his legs to help out that passing game. 1st and 10, the southpaw drops back to pass, airs one out toward the end zone, finds Gunnar Flores right at the goal line. Touchdown, Patriots. 25 yards out, 1 play, strike, and the Patriots now make it 4 different players to get into the end zone this evening.
Fenwick so far 9 of 14, 275 yards, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touchdowns.
Price out for another PAT, trying to make it 42-0 as the Patriots score just 15 seconds after their last score. Price's kick is up, and it is good. Decent block effort there by the Red Dragons, but unable to get to it. 42-0 our score, 8:19 left in the first half. We're back with more right after this.
Hi, it's Tony Caridi. You know, our West Virginia military veterans are the last ones to ask for handouts, yet many of them are hungry. I invite you to watch a video that shows an amazing monthly program that helps feed our veterans in Beckley and Clarksburg. Huntington Bank and other partners would like to expand this program to other areas of our state, and we'd love for you to help. Watch the video at wvenriched.com. That's wvenriched.com.
Back here for homecoming on the hill. It's been all Patriots from the beginning in this one. 42-0 over St. Albans. Adam Rogers, Will Vance, our Media Center crew, happy to have you along with us here this evening. Our director, producer Ethan Young, our cameraman Andrew Rose, both of them doing a fantastic job for us this evening. I butchered his name. Sorry, Andrew Rose. I don't know why my mouth mumbled there. But both of them doing a great job for us this evening, each and every night.
We'd just be sitting here talking to ourselves without them.
And you'd be watching nothing at home, folks, without them. So we appreciate them, and we appreciate you watching High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media, and brought to you by Parmar Stores. If there's not a Parmar near you, there will be one soon.
Well, I guess maybe the handful of Patriots fans right outside the window might hear, but that's about it.
But because of our crew, we're everywhere. HD Media websites, Facebook pages, RSN Sports website, Facebook page, YouTube. You can find us just about anywhere. And can't forget the HD Media Plus app, where you can watch all kinds of video content from HD Media. And the best part about it is that is totally free. You can catch us there every Friday night. So Red Dragon offense back out on the field. Lilly fires out to the far side of the field. That is caught and breaking out of a couple of tackles before he is spun down. Making the grab there is Camonte Gravely. Gravely gets stuck at the line of scrimmage there after he broke out of initial tackle by the defense for the Patriots. So 2nd and 10 on the way for GW.
So far, still just 4 positive plays for St. Albans in this first half.
And the play stopped here. Timeout. Red Dragons with 7:40 to go in this first half. And Red Dragons looking for their first win of the season. First win since October of 2021. Red Dragons went 0-10 last year, 0-6 so far this year, but there is some hope. You can look to some relatively recent history in the grand scheme of things for St. Albans. The last time St. Albans went 0-10 before last year was 2002. Well, need I remind you, just 5 years later in 2007, this is a Red Dragon football team that went all the way to Wheeling and played in the Super 6 and finished as runner-ups to what was a unbelievable Parkersburg program at the time. Parkersburg starting to get its legs back under it as a football program here in the last couple of years.
And an important part of that, if that can come to fruition, is keeping their kids. And that's something we talked about with Washington, something that every coach in West Virginia now is having to pay more attention to. And there are certainly a couple kids out here that we're seeing that are some quality football players.
Lilly fires across the middle, and that's intercepted. Picking it off is Del Vecchio. Dias racing toward the pylon, and he gets there into the end zone. Touchdown, GW. Del Vecchio Dias, the senior linebacker, takes it 20 yards to the house for the pick six. PAT on the way.
And that one just right into his breadbasket. Just almost couldn't help but catch that one, turn right at him. Good job finding his way to the end zone. You got your defensive touchdown to go along with an offensive outburst, and now that special teams unit might get a little bit extra hungry.
Price out for another PAT try. Sowers with the hold. Kick is up, and it is good. 49-0 our score. We will step aside for a quick break and be right back with more right after this.
Hi, this is JJ Roberts from Huntington, and when I'm back home, you will find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Parmar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Parmar app for even more savings and sign up for the Parmar Rewards Card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall, and we are Parmar stores.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Patriots dominating performance so far on homecoming 2023 against the St. Albans Red Dragons. Patriots looking to get above 500 for the first time this season. GW started out the year 0-2, 1-4, have since won their last two. An absolute thrashing of South Charleston here on the Hill a few weeks ago, 98-7, the most points ever scored under Steve Edwards Jr. as a head coach here at George Washington.
He was
the
by
previous
far the
high,
longest tenured.
Yes, and 28 years here at GW. The previous high was against St. Albans when he scored, I believe it was 86, Taylor Kennedy telling us that back then a few weeks ago. And now the Red Dragons here of the 2023 edition find themselves in a 49-0 hole after a 20-yard pick six by Delvecchio Dias to make it 49-0.
And at this point, they just need to try to get a first down. You know, that's obviously the first step of any drive. But
have won so far, but that was again aided by a 5-yard penalty.
They still had a six-yard run to get it.
Again, was aided by a 5-yard penalty, but other than that, the Patriot defense has been bringing pressure from just about everywhere and with anybody. It really hasn't mattered who's been there bringing the blitz. They've been getting back there to recently, maybe not getting the sack every time, but creating some pressure on him every time, or creating pressure on the handoff. Handoff on a jet sweep comes to the near side and met in the backfield. Great job by Savion Brown, Delvecchio Dias to meet the ball carrier there. Isaiah Muhammad taking it off of the jet sweep. And they are actually going to mark him back at the line of scrimmage, so no loss on that run.
It's a little bit disappointed. Gravely not able to really get that block to really set up that screen. Looked like Muhammad had some decent speed. Looked like he was about to turn the corner, but just didn't get sufficient blocking from his wide receivers out in front.
So 2nd and 10 for the Red Dragons. Really quick throw on a slant, pass tipped into the air, and it'll be incomplete. He was looking for Muhammad there on the slant. And Muhammad coming up a bit limping. And a Patriot down on the turf as well. Looks like they're trying to stretch out maybe a cramp potentially there. They did get a little tangled up.
And I were wondering, sometimes you'll see a guy cramp up and the teammate knows what's going on and goes help. I wonder if the trainer's ever like, no, don't do that, dang it, Wait till I get there at least. We're pretty sure you know what you're doing, but.
Both teams going to head to the sidelines and take advantage of the Patriot player, Solomon Farrell, who was down on the turf for a moment, going to try to stretch it out and hobble over to the sideline. He is going to have to sit out at least this next play. So they work him back out, but an opportunity for the Red Dragons to regroup over there and talk about what they want to do a little bit longer here on this 3rd and 10. Because, again, just trying to string together some first downs here is the thing to start with. Like we mentioned, eating the elephant one bite at a time, like Coach Washington said. Well, starts with a first down here and then another first down.
I'd really like to see maybe just a slant route and hope he can pick up the extra couple yards. That was the only real successful pass play they've had so far. Not necessarily designed for a 10-yard play, but let's see if they can do it.
3rd and 10 for the Red Dragons. Patriots again showing some pressure. And a flag comes from over on the far sideline. They're going to get the Patriots on a false start. And they're going to get the defensive end there for GW, Nick Tate, the freshman. GW already rotating in their backups in this first half. So now it's 3rd and 5. Now what can the Red Dragons do with another free 5 yards here? And just one first down so far for St. Albans in this first half. Lilly in the shotgun. Patriots only bring 4, and pass is complete near the first down. And I think they're going to spot him right at the 30. That should be enough for a first, and that's the 2nd first down now of the game for St. Albans.
Well, there we go. There's first down. Let's see if we can get another one.
String them together here. Trips to the top of the formation. Lilly barking out the orders to his offensive line, and now stepping back into the shotgun. Patriots showing some pressure. Lilly keeps it himself off the edge and loses the football. Ball's on the ground, and coming up with it for GW, there is number 22, Tyree Wesley. The sophomore picks it up on the turf, and that is the fourth turnover. Yeah, fourth turnover for this Patriot defense.
2 fumble recoveries, 2 interceptions.
And one of those interceptions, a pick 6. So now the Patriot offense comes back out with a short field to go. 1st and 10 from the Red Dragon 25-yard line. Abe Fenwick still in at quarterback as of now for the Patriots with 6:04 to go here in the first half. Savion Brown will line up in the backfield. To the near side receiver-wise, it'll be Whitehead and Giacomo. Up top is Kai Martin. I believe he's up there with Solomon Farrell. Fenwick drops back to pass. Actually, that's Bryson Sowers, but he throws to the near side. Has Giacomo wide open, and Giacomo can't hang on to it in the front corner of the end zone. And some miscommunication there on the defense. We'll get to the flag here in just a moment, but for the Red Dragons, Nakis Carter, the freshman, was with Giacomo for a second and then stopped as if his teammate was picking him up as he got behind him, but Giacomo was wide open in there in the end zone and could have caught it.
Yeah, lucky break there for him. Clear miscommunication. When I sat my head around to see where the ball was going, I saw him pull up and was wondering, he must have presumed he had his safety over top of him. So lucky play there for him in a game where they haven't gotten lucky very often.
And even luckier, a 10-yard penalty against the Patriots backs it up to 1st and 20 now from the 35. In numerous penalties on GW so far tonight. Fenwick throws, just barely gets it out of his hands, finds a wide open Sowers at the 7, and he walks the rest of the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. From 35 yards out, Sowers hauls in the touchdown score.
I think that was one of Fenwick's most impressive throws of the night, because he had Xavier Patterson being held back by about 3 guys and still almost got a hand on that one as he let it go. So, good job under pressure to find his guy.
Price trying to make it 56-0 in the first quarter. In the first half, rather. Kick is up and good. 56-0 our score. Just under 6 minutes left in the opening half. We're back with more right after this on High School Game Day.
Hi, this is JJ Roberts from Huntington, and when I'm back home, you will find me at my local Par-Mar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Par-Mar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings and sign up for the Par-Mar rewards card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall, and we are Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
A little more than half 100 on the scoreboard for the Patriots so far this evening. 56-0. GW leads on homecoming night over the St. Albans Red Dragons. Adam Rogers, Will Vance, our Media Center crew, happy to have you along with us here this evening for Week 8 of the high school football season in West Virginia. Don't forget that we'll have more games for you next week, featuring Spring Valley here on the Hill taking on the Patriots. We'll also have Nitro at Winfield, Scott at Poca, and Wayne at Sissonville. You can watch all of that action and all of our broadcasts each and every week on HD Media on the HD Plus app, or visit the Gazette Mail or Herald Dispatch website for links to those games. Another touchback for the Patriots. Kicker Jordan Price, and the Red Dragons will start at their own 20. Trying to just get something going offensively in this first half. I know it sounds like we're a bit of a broken record, but I mean that's exactly what it is, and that's what Willie Washington would say, is we just got to get a first down, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean,
get one and then we got to get another. I mean, I
just don't, I don't think he sees a game-breaking guy getting away from the defense here. So, just run the offense like you said. Something you talked about is keep it consistent.
keep it up.
Bit of a low snap. Lilly fires it out, and pass is bobbled, but is caught by Patterson. Patterson is forced out near the first down marker.
Might give it to him.
And should be enough for the first based off of the spot.
Patterson's a player. He's been impressive on offense and defense, really, on a team in a game where he's not having necessarily a lot of opportunities to make a big splash. Looking real good.
It is a 10-yard grab. He's now got 15, right, Will?
Yep, 2 catches, 15 yards, and that counts for 3/4 of the passing game so far.
First down for the Red Dragons, though. There's that first one. Can they get another one here? Patterson just off the line. Going to go off of a block. A nice block set on that edge, but Silvis unable to find any extra room there. As Patterson, again, was able to set the edge, but the interior of that line got clogged up by that Patriot defense and didn't allow Silvis to make any ground there whatsoever. Maybe gains a yard. Yeah, they are going to give him a yard. He was fortunate to get that. That Patriot defense has been clogging the middle all game long. And like I said, been bringing pressure from everywhere. Done a very good job of disguising it. Sometimes not even disguising it at all. Saying, hey, we're coming right here, right at you. Stop us. And the Red Dragons have had a hard time of doing that so far tonight as they bring some pressure again. Pass tipped into the air and almost intercepted. Getting his hands on the pass there is Gabe Nichols.
And one of the things that bringing that pressure does, and almost seemingly at random, like seemingly letting the guys pick which gap they're going for. This is a young team, a young offensive line, and it's tough for them to make those adjustments, right before the snap. That even professional players struggle with making those last-minute adjustments sometimes. So definitely just keeping them on their toes and off balance, and really letting the Patriots live in the backfield.
Lilly fires over to the far side. That is incomplete. Trying to find Ashton Hamilton around the first down marker, and that'll bring up 4th and 9, and the punt team will come out for St. Albans. Great coverage there by Ashton Lusk over on that far side of the field. Back to receive the punt for GW is Samaje Wesley. Gavin Duncan stands back at his own 20. Gets it away. Wesley going to let it bounce, and it will roll in. Stopped at the 35. Probably could have rolled another yard or two. Hamilton getting a little too eager there to stop that. Could have been rolling the other way, I would understand, but they're actually going to even mark it back up at the 36.
Now, luckily for him, he just goes right back out of the field. Doesn't have to go to the sideline immediately to be asked the same question.
So Patriot football, Abe Fenwick still in the game at quarterback for GW. A little surprised to see the Patriots keep their senior star quarterback in the game here in this first half, despite being up 56-0.
I'd be shocked if we see him after halftime.
Oh, I would be very surprised if we see him the rest of this half. I'd be surprised if we see him after this drive if he's able to get a score on the board as he drops back to throw. Going to take off and run for a decent gain on first down. Get out of bounds just across the 40 at the 42.
Again, Patriots basically game plans to keep the running back in to try to contain Patterson as he bull rushes off that right side. Although I did a nice spin move on that one, too.
And that's just, the fourth run for the Patriots tonight, right, in this first half?
Yep.
Had the opening play with the run, the short run by Savion Brown for nothing, the touchdown run by Valentine, and now that scamper there by Abe Fenwick for 6 yards, up to the 42.
So, again, only 2 real designed runs. Another thing that will likely change in the second half.
Giacomo comes in motion from far side to near side. Fenwick drops back to pass. Flag comes flying late. Fenwick has plenty of time to throw. Now under some pressure, and he's going to be slung down to the ground. Xavier Patterson finally gets to him. He'd been bringing some pressure throughout this first half, but had been unable to get fully to Abe Fenwick. Finally brings him down for the sack. There is a flag down on the field, though. Let's see what this flag is. And it looks like they're marking this
off?
against the Patriots.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
never
going to say they don't want the flag. Yeah, legal procedure on the Patriots. Too many players not on the line of scrimmage. Too many in the backfield. Not enough on the line of scrimmage. Too many in the backfield. So, again, they're going to take the sack there of Fenwick, first of the night for the Red Dragons, as it's a loss of 7 back to the 35-yard line. It'll set up 3rd and 11 for the GW offense. And we can say we do see a quarterback warming up on the near side for the Patriots. That is Mark Blankenship, the freshman. Hayden Hinkle, the only other quarterback on the roster healthy for GW. A throwback screen to Giacomo as he breaks out at 1 tackle, staying on his feet and is pushed down from behind by Ashton Hamilton. He'll get credit for the tackle, but he also pushes Giacomo forward an extra 2 yards and gives him the first down up to the 48.
Giacomo's second catch on the night. Fenwick now up to 322 passing yards.
So 1st and 10 for the Patriots from their own 48-yard line. 3:30 to go in this first half. Patriots lead 56-0. Fenwick takes a snap and throws over to the near side, caught by Giacomo at the first down. Breaks out of a couple of tackles and still on his feet. Finally cut down at the 35. What a great job by Giacomo. Makes the catch right at the first down marker and then turns upfield and picks up an extra 7.
Patterson almost got to Fenwick again there, but man, what a bullet pass right into the breadbasket on that with such a zip on it.
If it wasn't for Savion Brown, the running back there, helping give that extra little chip to Patterson, Xavier Patterson definitely was going to get into the face of Abe Fenwick there. It was just enough of a chip from Brown to give him the extra time he needed. But Patterson has certainly been a handful off that outside edge. 1st and 10 from the Red Dragon 35 as Patterson now has another rush on him. Fenwick able to evade it though. Fires toward the end zone and it's incomplete. Just a bit long, looking for Giacomo in the end zone along the sideline. There is a flag back near midfield, and I think this is going to be probably a hold against the Patriots the way they're looking over at the Red Dragon sideline. And it's a block in the back, rather. So that's going to go on Kai Martin. And that will back the Patriots all the way up 1st and 20 now from the Red Dragon 45.
And Adam, really, like we said before, the only real knock on this GW team so far in this first half, 8 accepted penalties for 65 yards. None for St. Albans, unless I missed one during the course of the game so far. I don't think they've had a penalty. And you kind of expect, kind of the less experienced team to, be in a bigger penalty trouble, but the Patriots, a lot of their penalties have been over eagerness, a lot of neutral zone infractions and stuff like that.
Fenwick fires a quick pass out to Giacomo that goes through his hands, and that'll bring up 2nd and 20 after the incompletion. Just didn't see it into the hands all the way. Patriots looking over at the sideline for the play call here. Just over 2 minutes to go in this first half. 2:20 to be exact on a stopped clock. Patriots with a big first half lead. 2nd and 20 on the way. Fenwick drops back to pass. Fires across the middle. Caught by Giacomo at the first down again. And once more fighting for some extra yards after he gets the first down. A nice grab there by Giacomo, unafraid to go across the middle of the defense there and go up and get it. And picked up a big first down for the Patriots.
4 catches for 60 yards so far from Giacomo. Really looking to him here in the late stage of the second quarter.
Had 4 catches for 96 and a touchdown 2 weeks ago against the Big Reds of Parkersburg.
361 yards passing now. For Fenwick, and the offense as a whole well over 400 yards in this first half.
Fenwick in the shotgun again, has Brown standing to his left. Brown picks up the blitz up the middle. And the pass overthrown, trying to find Giacomo again. And the man in coverage there for the Red Dragons is Cavante Gravely. Bring up 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. There is a flag down, though. And it's a hold on the Patriots, so that will back them up 10 more, make it 1st and 20 again. With 1:39 to go in this first half. And, I mean, yeah, Will, you're right. It's penalties have been the enemy of the Patriots in this first half.
And now 9 for 75.
Been able to overcome those for the most part, though. Again, leading 56-0 in this first half. Under 2 minutes to go until halftime. Where at the half we'll have some homecoming festivities to show you on our High School Game Day broadcast here on the RSN Sports Network. Powered by HD Media. Handoff goes to Brown. Brown has the 10 yards back, has the first down, and he's going to almost get into the end zone. Just brought down at the 1. Oh, Savion Brown just barely comes up short of the goal line.
About a 31.5-yard run from the 32.
First and goal for the Patriots now. Wonder if GW will try to hand it off to Brown again, try to reward him after that long run. Fenwick in the shotgun. He'll drop back to pass, throws to the near side, and it's caught by Giacomo for the 1-yard score. Little more than a minute to go in the first half, and the Patriots add to their lead, make it 62-0 in the first half. PAT try on the way from Jordan Price.
Was just a little bit surprising to not see him run from the 1, but then again, you know, they're like we said before, they're a pass first team, and you know like to spread the wealth around.
And what a great job by Giacomo too there from the 1-yard line, creates the space he needs on that route, cutting back in toward the football. Kick is up, and it is good. 63-0 our score. A little more than a minute to go. First half, we're back with more right after this on High School Game Day.
Serving the area one truck at a time for over 60 years. Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is in your neighborhood each and every day, working to keep your family cool and comfortable. With the dog days of summer ahead and fall right around the corner, it's time to schedule your home HVAC system tune-up and preventive maintenance. Right now, we're offering 0% financing on a new Rheem home system and includes a 10-year worry-free warranty. Remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
Patriots up 63-0 in the first half. In the last 2 games on the Hill for GW, this one and South Charleston a few weeks ago, the Patriots have outscored the opposition as it stands currently 140-0 in the first half. It was 77-0 in that 98-7 win for the Patriots over South Charleston 3 weeks ago at halftime. Again, 77-0 in that one, 63-0 our score now. So again, 140 points in the last 2 first halves on the Hill for the Patriots. As the Red Dragons try to come out and end that first half streak with a minute to go in the first half. Silvis with a hard run up the middle will pick up 4 up to the 24-yard line.
Number 22, Kyrie Wesley, and number 20, Del Vecchio.
That pickup will finally put Silvis back into the positive yardage for the half.
Have been stopped many times in the backfield by that Patriot defense, which has now been rotating a lot more freely here in this first half. A little more than 30 seconds to go until halftime. Red Dragons just going to maybe try to run some of this clock out and just go down to the locker room. 2 seconds on the play clock. Snap comes back. Handoff goes to Silvis, and Silvis is going to be met in the backfield or right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to mark him back for a loss of 1 back to the 23. And they definitely feed Silvis quite a bit in the loss last week for the Red Dragons up at Ripley. Silvis had it 20 carries for just 58 yards. So far, no yardage gained in this first half as that ends the first half of play. 8 carries for him and no yardage gained. Red Dragons still unable to get on the scoreboard through the first 24 minutes of action. Patriots lead 63-0 as we head to the halftime festivities with homecoming coming up next after this on High School Gameday on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media.
Serving the area one truck at a time for over 60 years. Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is in your neighborhood each and every day, working to keep your family cool and comfortable. With the dog days of summer ahead and fall right around the corner, it's time to schedule your home HVAC system tune-up and preventive maintenance. Right now, we're offering 0% financing on a new Rheem home system and includes a 10-year worry-free warranty. Remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
Box to collect your winners. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2023 George Washington Homecoming Time Ceremony. As with every Homecoming Spirit Week, this past week has been very busy on the Hill. Each day, students had the opportunity to dress up for each theme and enjoy USA. We also had our first ever Homecoming Parade and Field Day. This year's Student Council started some new traditions that we hope to carry forward through the years. The student body officers and the whole Student Council worked hard to make this a memorable week. So thank you to the Student Council. Today was the annual Homecoming Spirit Pep Assembly. It was a beautiful day out on the football field and featured the band, cheerleaders, ROTC, exhibition team, the class spirit competition, and class video skits. Homecoming week will conclude tomorrow evening, the Homecoming Dance. Each class was judged throughout the week on activities such as decorations, involvement in dressing up each day, their class skit, and overall school spirit at the pep rally this afternoon. Congratulations to the overall winners of this year's the senior class. Special thanks to all the staff and students for showing their Patriot pride, especially the members of the Student Council who spent countless hours working on this yearly event. To conclude this week's festivities, I would like to now announce this year's Homecoming Court. Representing the freshman class are Amariana Dawson, escorted by Farhan Sheikh. Farhan is standing in for football player Grant Hansel. Representing the sophomore class are Callie Bowen and her escort, Gavin Baldwin. Representing the junior class are Kaden Holcomb and her escort, Tommy Newell. And now, I would like to present to you this year's senior class homecoming court. First is our queen candidate, Mila Calais, who is escorted tonight by king candidate, Braden Chips. Next up, we have our next queen candidate, JC Craffey, who is escorted by Michael Lukau. Next is queen candidate Ellie Hatfield, and her escort king candidate Isaac Risk. Next up is queen candidate Emily Phillips, and her escort king candidate Wesley Goodwin. Our next queen candidate is Elena Potters, who is escorted by king candidate Colin Helvig. And our next queen candidate, Liza Westerman, escorted by king candidate Samir Jones. Congratulations to the entire George Washington High School 2023 homecoming court. And now, crowning this year's king and queen will be last year's homecoming queen, Catherine Akers. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. Your 2023 GW homecoming king, Samir Jones. Congratulations, Samir. And Catherine will now prepare to crown this year's queen. A special thanks to West Virginia Royalty Crowns for providing the tiaras and queen's crowns this evening. Now, it is my pleasure to present to you the 2023 George Washington High School homecoming queen, Elena Potter. Congratulations to Elena. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being with us tonight for our homecoming queen and queen celebration. This day's homecoming. Once again, congratulations to the entire court, and thanks again to all Patriots for a very successful homecoming week.
On the gridiron, you have to be tough. I'm Morgan Switzer, a Republican running for Kanawha County Prosecuting Attorney. I promise to bring that same toughness back to our prosecuting attorney's office so that Kanawha County can once again be a safe place to live, work, and raise our families.
In the game of football and the game of justice, you need someone who's tough and fair. That someone is Morgan Switzer.
My last name is Switzer, and I do know a little something about football, and I approve this message.
No plan? No problem. Just wing it, and we'll do the rest. Plump and juicy? You got it. Fried to perfection? Always. sauced and tossed, or naked if you prefer. It's always your choice at Geno's. Whether it's a 6 or 10 piece of our famous original wings, or our tasty traditional wings, or a 10-ounce portion of our tender boneless wings, we'll leave your mouth watering for more. We promise we won't wing it, but you should. Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House. Just wing it.
The relationship between a lawyer and a client is based on trust. Over the years, we've been entrusted with some of the biggest cases in West Virginia. That's because we have a track record of success and getting exceptional results. We built a reputation as one of the go-to law firms throughout the state of West Virginia. We're proud of the reputation we've earned in the community for providing exceptional, aggressive legal representation. When you hire my law firm, you don't get excuses, you get results.
Ball Toyota is here for all your automotive needs. We have a large selection of new 2023 Tacomas, RAV4s, Highlanders, Camrys, and Corollas in stock and available for immediate delivery. Right now, get rates as low as 3.99% for 48 months on select new Toyota models, or get 4.99% financing for 60 months. Be sure to give your new Toyota the protection it deserves with our $995 genuine Toyota service contract. Visit balltoyota.com. It's a whole new ballgame.
Filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
At Dutch Miller Jeep of South Charleston, we're the #1 Jeep dealer in the entire state of West Virginia because we believe in treating our customers like family. That's why you get the best deal right up front with friends and family pricing. It's our way of saying thanks for allowing us to be a part of your community.
It's Jeep season at Dutch Miller Jeep of South Charleston, and for a limited time, get up to 10% off MSRP on any brand new 2023 Compass.
Text or chat now and even get pre-approved at DutchMillerJeep.com.
Hi, it's Tony Caridi. You know, our West Virginia military veterans are the last ones to ask for handouts, yet many of them are hungry. I invite you to watch a video that shows an amazing monthly program that helps feed our veterans in Beckley and Clarksburg. Huntington Bank and other partners would like to expand this program to other areas of our state, and we'd love for you to help. Watch the video at wvenriched.com. That's wvenriched.com.
Hi, this is JJ Roberts from Huntington, and when I'm back home, you will find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Parmar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Parmar app for even more savings and sign up for the Parmar Rewards Card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall, and we are Parmar stores.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Serving the area one truck at a time for over 60 years. Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is in your neighborhood each and every day, working to keep your family cool and comfortable. With the dog days of summer ahead and fall right around the corner, it's time to schedule your home HVAC system tune-up and preventive maintenance. Right now, we're offering 0% financing on a new Rheem home system and includes a 10-year worry-free warranty. Remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
On the gridiron, you have to be tough. I'm Morgan Switzer, a Republican running for Kanawha County prosecuting attorney. I promise to bring that same toughness back to our prosecuting attorney's office so that Kanawha County can once again be a safe place to live, work, and raise our families.
In the game of football and the game of justice, you need someone who's tough and fair. That someone is Morgan Switzer.
My last name is Switzer, and I do know a little something about football, and I approve this message.
Serving customers in your community since 1908. Stop by one of their 8 convenient locations in Elkfield, Sissonville, Hookup, Winfield, Glendenning, Spencer, Martin, and Mackinac City. And let them become your community bank. Visit Poca Valley online at PocaValleyBank.com to learn more about their personal and business services. Poca Valley Bank, where relationships matter. Member FDIC.
No plan? No problem. Just wing it, and we'll do the rest. Plump and juicy? You got it. Fried to perfection? Always. Sauced and tossed, or naked if you prefer. It's always your choice at Geno's. Whether it's a 6 or 10 piece of our famous original wings, or our tasty traditional wings, or a 10-ounce portion of our tender boneless wings, we'll leave your mouth watering for more. We promise we won't wing it, but you should. Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House. Just wing it.
The relationship between a lawyer and a client is based on trust. Over the years, we've been entrusted with some of the biggest cases in West Virginia. That's because we have a track record of success and getting exceptional results. We built a reputation as one of the go-to law firms throughout the state of West Virginia. We're proud of the reputation we've earned in the community for providing exceptional, aggressive legal representation. When you hire my law firm, you don't get excuses, you get results.
Fall Toyota is here for all your automotive needs. We have a large selection of new 2023 Tacomas, RAV4s, Highlanders, Camrys, and Corollas in stock and available for immediate delivery. Right now, get rates as low as 3.99% for 48 months on select new Toyota models, or get 4.99% financing for 60 months. Be sure to give your new Toyota the protection it deserves with our $995 genuine Toyota service contract. Visit balltoyota.com. It's a whole new ballgame.
Welcome back to George Washington High School here at the Hill. George Washington High School leading the St. Albans Red Dragons 63-0 at the half on homecoming night on the Hill. As we take a look back at the scoring for the Patriots, it all got started with a Keegan Sack touchdown catch. Abe Fenwick finds him from 23 yards out, a little more than a minute into the opening quarter. And then it was all Patriots after that in the first half, adding 56 more points after the opening score and doing it in some relatively quick succession. 7:25, Valentine gets his first of 3 scores in the first half. That one comes from 68 yards out. Then a little more than 2 minutes later, Solomon Farrell gets on the board for just the second time this season. 3rd catch of the year for him all season long as he catches one from 11 yards. Actually, 4th catch of the year because he had a 34-yard gain to set up that 11-yard touchdown grab. Then Valentine gets his 2nd score of the first quarter from 57 yards out on a pass from Abe Fenwick. That came with 3:05 to go, less than 2 minutes after that Farrell touchdown. Then the scoring slowed down a little bit for the Patriots. They didn't get on the board again until 8:34 in the second quarter. Valentine this time runs it in from 21 yards out. The 3rd rushing play of the half for the Patriots. The first one was the opening play of the game. That was an intended reverse wide receiver pass by Bryson Sowers. He instead kept it. Again, the Patriots scored on that touchdown, that drive, that touchdown by Sack. Valentine there. Then 15 seconds later, after Anthony Valentine's touchdown run, Gunnar Flores catches a pass from 25 yards out to make it 42-0. That was with 8:19 to go in the first half. Then Delvecchio Dias picks off a pass from the Red Dragons' Reese Lilly. He takes it back 20 yards to the house for the pick 6. It's 49-0. Then Bryson Sowers, after getting that opening run of the game on the reverse, what's supposed to be a reverse pass, he gets into the end zone on a 35-yard catch on the pass from Fenwick. And then Hunter Giacomo finishes the scoring for the Patriots with a little more than a minute to go in the first half on a 1-yard touchdown grab from Abe Fenwick. Patriots spreading the ball around quite a bit in that first half offensively and doing it through the air.
No Patriot player has touched the ball more than 5 times. All these weapons, nobody's had more than 2 catches except for Giacomo. He got a lot of catches there in that last drive or 2. But otherwise, nobody with more than 2 catches, nobody with more than 2 rushes. So far, Fenwick in this one, 362 yards in the first half, and like we said, we do not expect to see him in the second half. I don't see him there on the sideline. Maybe he's there somewhere, but probably with his helmet off.
And the Patriots with just 5 rushing plays in that first half as Abe Fenwick down on the near sideline close to the stands.
Does not look like he's about to go in.
As the Patriots are set to kick things off. So,
oh, well, yeah, I guess he wouldn't be.
Yeah, the Red Dragons are set to get this second half kickoff with 8 minutes up on the board. They have cut the time in the third and fourth quarters to 8 minutes. We'll have a running clock in the fourth because of the score.
And they're doing what might be a new Patriot tradition of all the players putting on the headsets because the coaches don't necessarily need them anymore.
And the kickoff into the end zone for the touchback.
And that is a touchback.
And again, Patriots in the last 2 games here on the Hill at GW have outscored their opposition 140-0 in the first half of the last 2 games. Gave up the touchdown late in the fourth quarter against South Charleston. The first touchdown South Charleston had scored all season long did come against the third and fourth string guys for the Patriots, and GW was working in their backups early on there in the second half. This is essentially one of those games as well where the Patriots going to play every single player dressed and available on the roster today. And, Will, games like this are big for you when you try to make that playoff push down the stretch, because if somebody were to get injured down the stretch, you've got other guys who aren't just stepping out onto the field for the first time in major games and major situations that they're not accustomed to. At least getting to play in some blowouts like this gets them some game time experience, because that game speed is a whole lot different than practice speed is, especially where in practice they're really not getting that many reps at all in practice because you're trying to get your first and second team guys ready to go for the task at hand.
What I've always thought is it's just a way that good teams are able to stay good. You know, we see in a lot of teams that last week we watched Winfield. You know, they put in a lot of their guys in a blowout against Polka, but these guys that even if it isn't a situation where they're needed in some type of pinch situation down the season. Every year there's going to be seniors leaving and spots to fill, and so it's much easier to fill those spots with guys like you said, who have seen game experience, have seen game speed, have just there's every rep is important in getting ready if you're going to move up into that echelon. So it's always important for those guys who might be a starter next year or the year after that. So not necessarily for emergency duty, but just building your knowledge, the experience within your team.
Willie with a nice fake there, kept it himself off the outside edge, and he'll pick up a decent gain on first down after the first down catch by Camonte Gravely just a moment ago. As Lilly gets all the way up to the 43-yard line, a pickup of 4 will set up 2nd and 6. And, Will, talking with Willie Washington for St. Albans, too, again, coming into the year, had just 23 kids. Couldn't even really scrimmage during the week-to-week stuff because you only got 23 guys. You can't really afford to have anybody get hurt. Up to 35 now, able to start putting in more bodies throughout the game, able to start practicing a lot different. So just having those guys is big. But he also acknowledged that the guys that are playing, again, a lot of youth on this St. Albans team, just 3 seniors on the roster this year now. It started off with just 1, as there is a pass interference against the Patriot defense. That should be an automatic first down for St. Albans. And for the first time tonight, the Red Dragons have gotten 2 first downs on a drive and are into Patriot territory for the first time this evening, as the ball will be spotted at the 42.
And like we said several times in the first half, the only real knock on the Patriots now 10 accepted penalties for 90 yards. And I don't remember having that many, especially not with the Patriots so far this year. And there's another one.
Should be another one. They're going to get encroachment on the Patriot defense, so that'll make it 1st and 5 now for the Red Dragon offense. Moving the ball a little bit here against these Patriot backups in this shortened third quarter. Not quite 2 minutes into the third quarter with 6:15 to go. But again, the thing we talked with Washington, too, is, again, they're getting these reps that, unfortunately, he can't get them JV reps like you'd love to have your team because he just doesn't have enough people. But they're getting accustomed to these Friday night lights a lot quicker than they might normally. As Patterson makes a nice grab on 1st and 5, he'll have the first down and then some, fighting down inside the 25 to the 24, and that's a first down catch for the Red Dragons. That's now 3 first downs on this drive to start the second half. Again, just 1 on the opening drive for the Red Dragons, and I think 1 or 2 more the rest of that first half. 3 already here on the opening drive in the third. Patriots nearly jump. No flag comes out, so the Red Dragons back ready once more. Lilly in the shotgun has Muhammad sitting to his left. Pass thrown to the far side. Pass is tipped, and it's intercepted. Samaje Wesley pulls it away from the intended target. He's across midfield, trying to race toward the end zone. Wesley gonna get got from behind, though. Isaiah Muhammad finally tracks him down and forces him out of bounds at the 11. What a great play there by Samaje Wesley to adjust after the pass was thrown and then rip it away from the receiver.
Patriots forcing their 5th turnover so far tonight, set themselves up for another score. All phases playing very well.
And here is the backup offense out there. Hayden Hinkle making his first appearance on offense tonight. Rotates
and a fumble
in.
recovery on defense.
Yeah, I would say rotates in there at linebacker on defense. Gabe Nichols in the backfield will line up next to Hayden Hinkle. 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Patriots 1st and 10 from the 11. Hinkle rolling out under some pressure and still has it in his hands, and finally is going to be brought down for a loss of about 2, I think. And
I don't think it's going to be quite that
maybe a
much.
loss of at least 1. Yeah, they're going to drop him back to the 12, not the 13. And there is a late flag that comes out. I think that might be unintentional. Yeah, he put it back in his pocket quickly. I think it just fell out of his pocket there. My apologies.
And Adam, I
for
don't
that.
think St. Albans has committed a penalty yet.
I still think you're right about that, Will.
I mean, that's
Not that I can recall.
a positive. You know, that's a you don't see that very often. Still good amount of time left here, but
2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Handoff on a jet sweep goes to the Patriots' Grant Aldrich. Aldrich trying to turn upfield, and he will pick up the yard lost and get back inside the 10 down to the 7. So pick up of 4. Actually, check that. It'll be a pickup of 5, but it'll bring up 3rd and 6 after that 1-yard loss by Hinkle a moment ago. Savion Brown in the backfield now for the Patriots with Hinkle at quarterback. Wesley and Aldrich to the near side. Up top are Martin and Whitehead. Handoff goes to Brown. Brown went to the right, now cut back left. Trying to fight his way toward the end zone, and he's going to come up 3 yards shy. Mark him down to the down to the 4-yard line. Makes it 4th and 3. Patriot offense staying out there. I try to convert on 4th and short. Can still pick up a first down. Don't need to get into the end zone. Handoff goes to Brown, but Brown gets into the end zone. 4th and 4. 4th and 3 from 4 yards out. And Savion Brown gets into the end zone for the first time tonight and the first time this season. Coming back after the injury and has been playing great so far for the Patriots tonight.
He is the 7th Patriot to score so far tonight. Impressive spraying it around, getting everyone involved. A lot of times you might see an offense, even in AAA football, that has 3-4 guys for the entire offense. But even before they start putting in the second team, already 6 guys had scored. So great way to really keep guys invested, bought into the team. Always more fun when it's getting spread around.
PAT try from Sam Crowder is up and good. So PAT makes it 70-0. Be sure to look for your Building and Construction Trades Player of the Week on your HD Media social media channels. Last week's player, Will and I got to see in person. Kawan Pearson from Winfield had a tremendous game for the Generals in that win over Sissonville last week. Or Poca last week, excuse me. Saw Poca and Sissonville a couple of times this year. She saw them take each other on the week before Poca took on Winfield last week. Dots coming away with the split in those two games we saw. Patriots here on their way to win number 3 in a row, win number 4 on the season, and would be 4 of their last 5 after starting off the first half of the season with a tough stretch. Cabell Midland, Ashland Paul Blazer, a very tough team, was a Class 3A team in Kentucky, now in their 4A in Kentucky. Also taking on Hurricane and Huntington in their first 4 games. Midland, Hurricane, and Huntington, 3 teams picked ahead of the Patriots in the preseason Mountain State Athletic Conference poll. Patriots were able to take 1 of those 4 games, with Ashland coming here on the hill, taking a victory over the Patriots. GW with a upset over the Hurricane Redskins, winning by 3 here on the hill. A really tight defensive game there. Patriots winning by the field goal from Jordan Price. A great defensive game for Patriots in that one, and have played good defense for a majority of the season, but some really tough contests to start the year. Again, we mentioned Midland, Hurricane, and Huntington. And you look at Midland and Huntington tied for first in this week's AAA poll ratings. And then Hurricane just behind the 2 of them at number 3. So GW able to take 1 of 3 from those 3 schools against the top 3 teams in the state. That's a nice thing to hang your hat on for the Patriots. And that's something that Coach Edwards talked about is that we're not a bad team. He's trying to tell his kids that we're not a bad team despite the 1-4 start. Those are really good teams. Again, we mentioned how tough those schedule is for the Patriots. And they've proven that they're not a bad team. They've just had a tough road to start things off and are now getting their legs back under them here in the middle part of the season.
Yeah, especially if the season were to end today, the Patriots sitting at 12th, which would be on the bottom half of the playoff bracket, that'd be a very scary 12 seed for a 4 seed would play? 4 and 12?
5 seed, yeah.
Yeah, so no one would want to run into them as the 12 seed. So definitely a team that knows that they're better than their record and that other teams know is better than their record.
And that's something Coach Willie Washington for the Red Dragons pointed out, is this is a very good 3-3 football team. They are much better than their record shows coming into it. And after this one for the Patriots, we mentioned that GW will be back on the hill next week taking on the Spring Valley Timberwolves. We'll have that as one of our featured games for you on HD Media Plus on our High School Gameday broadcasts. We'll also have Nitro at Winfield, Scott at Poca, and Wayne at Sissonville. And you can catch all the action on HD Media Plus or visit the Gazette Mail or Herald Dispatch websites for the links. On 3rd down, Lilly tries to find Xavier Patterson over on the far side of the field for the first down and is unable to come up with the completion. That'll bring up 4th down. So another Red Dragon drive stalls out, and they will have to punt things away. Again, the Patriots will take on Spring Valley next week, and then after that, GW will close out the season with Capital and with Woodrow Wilson. As the kick from Duncan goes out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's where the Patriot offense will come back out after a 4th down touchdown run by Savion Brown. For the Red Dragons after this one, who will drop to 0-7, it'll be an interesting matchup next week for St. Albans at home, where the Red Dragons will welcome the Black Eagles from South Charleston. Both of those teams will still be searching for their first win of the season. And then after that, it will be a pair of Campbell County teams on the schedule for St. Albans, as it'll take on Huntington at home to close out the home season. And then it will travel to Spring Valley for the season finale. Nice run on first down for GW's Jaden Whitehead.
And we'll make it second down and 2 to go for the Patriots.
Last week, this St. Albans defense gave up a lot of yards on the ground, allowing Ripley's Noah Casto to rush for 214 yards and 3 touchdowns on 29 carries.
That's a workhorse performance right there, but
today it's been through the air as Savion Brown has a nice run here, makes a handful of Red Dragons miss with some fancy footwork and crosses the 35, and he's brought down around the 30-yard line. But again, for the most part, it's been through the air. Abe Benwick has had a tremendous game. Hasn't really forced any passes so far tonight. A couple of his throws have been a little bit too long, trying to air it out deep. But for the most part, it's been a tremendous game for the Patriot offense, and especially from Abe Benwick throwing the ball.
And 14 of 21 passing for 362 yards, and I believe it is 8 touchdowns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 touchdowns. But I'm excited kind of to get to see Brown get some carries here late. Such a slippery kid, although might be a touchdown right here.
Yeah, Kai Martin slips out of a tackle and takes one to the house from 31 yards out. Patriots make it 76 to nothing. PAT on the way, and that is the final play of the third quarter. So Kai Martin makes his first reception of the season, and it goes for a 31-yard touchdown. And it will be Sam Crowder for the PAT try. High snap, pulled down, kick is up, and it is good. 77-0 our score into the third quarter. We'll step aside for a break, and when we come back, we'll bring you back for the fourth quarter of action here on the Hill for homecoming. We're back with more right after this. Ready to start the fourth quarter. Did you know that if you're watching this game on your computer right now, you could watch it on your 85-inch TV or maybe on your iPhone or iPad on the go? All you have to do is download the HD Media Plus app. You get access to all of the video content and live streams for free. The HD Media Plus app available on all Apple, iOS, Android platforms, Roku TV, or Amazon Fire Stick. High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media. This is brought to you by Parmar Stores. If there's not a Parmar near you, there will be one soon. Thanks for joining us here this evening. Adam Rogers, Will Vance, our Media Center crew, doing a fantastic job for us. As always, our director-producer, Ethan Young, and our cameraman, Andrew Rose, knocking it out of the park as always. Patriots getting ready to kick things off to start the fourth quarter after a 31-yard touchdown reception by Kai Martin from Hayden Hinkle. Hayden Hinkle's first touchdown pass of the season. The Winfield transfer, as the kickoff is nearly muffed by the Red Dragons, is able to get it back, though, and have a decent return up to the 21. As for St. Albans, returning that one was Cavante Gravely.
Number 34.
And the kickoff that time was actually done by Sam Crowder, who's been handling the kicking duties these last few times for the Patriots. after a great night from the normal starting kicker, Jordan Price. Booming his kickoffs into the end zones for touchbacks, perfect on his PAT tries. And a timeout, St. Albans. Going to stop things with 7:11 in this in this fourth quarter. Talk things over before beginning this next drive, and I'm sure Willie Washington telling them just to stay calm and keep level-headed, and they've done a great job of that throughout the course of the year. Again, despite the adversity they've faced, and you look at the scores, and again, it's not been great for the Red Dragons. Just a total of 38 points scored so far this season. This is right now the fourth shutout in 7 games that the Red Dragons have had. But, again, this is still a very youthful team. It's still a team that's trying to put things together, and they're trying to build a program. It's not all about the results necessarily right now. It's getting kids to buy in, and he thinks that he's done a great job of that. Again, started out with just 23 kids this offseason. Has a nice run here from Isaiah Muhammad. Gets across the 35, up across the 40 to the 45, and forced out of bounds near midfield. Nice run that time by Isaiah Muhammad. That's the longest play of the night for the Red Dragons, and now he's going to come up cramping, and he's going to be stretched out by the Patriots training staff over here on the near side. The Red Dragons is going to come over. I mean, again, great run there by Muhammad. Unfortunately, he comes up a little hobbled there, and they're stretching him out. But, again, they're just trying to stay positive. And he talked about adding some kids here in the offseason. We mentioned it earlier, up to 35 kids on the roster now. And the big thing he was very prideful in is that despite everything that's gone on with the record and the results, he's been able to keep all of the original 23 kids that started with the team in the offseason. To be able to do that despite the way things are going, and to be able to add kids to it along the way, that's even better probably than a win right now. The fact that you can get kids to come into the program and buy in despite the way things are going, you're hanging your hat on that right now.
And if the team can, get bigger next year, like we said, only 3 seniors, so graduation won't hit them particularly hard. I'm not really sure how many of these guys out here really doing much of seniors anyway. I don't think we said senior
and the one senior that he did have on the team at the start of the season had never played football before. So, I mean, he was starting.
It doesn't exactly carry the designation it normally does.
So, again, he looked at his juniors and sophomores, said, hey, you're my upperclassmen now. You guys are the ones that have to be able to set the tone and be the leaders in this locker room, because we don't have the upperclassmen that most teams do. And he's just trying to tell his kids, be the players that make the change in this program. And they have a great opportunity ahead of them. Again, with such a youthful team, there's still a lot of football to be played in these young men's careers. As, again, most of these players that are making impacts are sophomores, so still 2 more years to go for the Red Dragons. And that's one thing he talked about. We haven't seen James Branham yet carry the football for St. Albans, but he talked about him and Devin Silvas being a nice complement to each other. One of them a sophomore, Silvas, Branham the freshman, and by the time they're seniors and juniors, he's very excited about that thought here in the next couple of years.
Yeah, I think going forward, especially going in towards next season, the off-season strength and conditioning can be very big to see. Not only does it obviously make your team better, faster, stronger, but also keeps the kids engaged through the offseason.
And that's something he pointed out when we talked with him about this game. He said that it's the offseason, too, that's going to pay dividends for us, because just because it's the offseason from the games, it's not the offseason for us. We've got to be in the lab working and perfecting things and getting our bodies right for the season and hitting the weight room and getting our cardio right. And, again, he talked about being the change you want to see in the program, and it starts with you reflection. And, if these kids can continue to stay positive about things, then I like what I hear from head coach Willie Washington in his second year. As the Red Dragons go for a strike down the field on 3rd and long, unable to hook up there. Recently just overthrew his intended target. Ashton Hamilton had the step on the defense, just unable to haul it in. Clock still rolling, just under 5 minutes to go in this contest. Here coming up in just a little bit, we'll give you our Parmar Stores Player of the Game. Appreciate them for sponsoring our Player of the Game each and every week and for their general sponsorship of our broadcasts every week. As again, if there's not a Parmar near you, there will be one soon.
Especially if you're a Patriot fan listening, like we mentioned earlier in the show.
Yep. As a timeout taken by St. Albans here. Going to talk things over here on this 4th and long. That stops the clock with 4:30 to go. Once again, clock only stops in the 4th with a timeout and a player injury. But again, a lot of positive things to build on, or not, I guess positive things. A lot of things to build on, a lot of potential to build on for the St. Albans Red Dragons. Because again, for a coach who has been unfortunate so far in each of the games he's been on the sideline for St. Albans. 0-6 right now this season, 0-16 in the last 2 years, and in his first 2 years. But Willie Washington has a positive attitude about him. I mean, you could hear the smile on his face. It's weird, but you could hear it when he was talking about his kids and talking about his coaching staff and the community buying into what they're trying to do there at St. Albans.
We've spoken to several coaches so far this year who are in a similar boat of a no-win or one-win situation, but he definitely came off as the most positive, most optimistic about the future of the program, the kids he's got on the team right now. So, that goes a long way. If you're a kid, you don't want to, be reminded. You want a coach that tries to motivate you through showing how bad you are. You want to point out, there's something good there, and we see you to improve on it.
And that was one of the things he said too. He's like, I'm the kind of coach that's gonna, when I break you down, I'm gonna build you back up, and it's a slow process. And he's starting to get those kids to buy into things.
And there was some play we say his name a lot, especially in the first half. Xavier Patterson. I was very impressed with him on offense and defense.
Just a sophomore, a lot of football left to be played for Xavier Patterson and like a lot of these St. Albans Red Dragon players.
Patterson felt like a natural pass rusher. Maybe he needs some work on his hands and work on his route running ability, but on defense, I mean, he demanded the running back stay in and at least get a chip, and even then wasn't enough to keep the pressure off a couple of the times.
Hayden Hinkle pulls down a high snap, keeps it himself, and rushes off the right side. Is going to be forced out of bounds around the 40-yard line. Nice run there for the backup quarterback Hinkle. A little more than 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter of this 77-0 game, where the Patriots are leading on homecoming big. Going to pick up win number 3 in a row. 4 of their last 5. As the Patriots have made a change at quarterback, it is the freshman Mark Blankenship, and he hands it off there to the tailback Delvecchio Dias, who had a pick 6 in the first half after the Patriots started subbing some guys in on defense. Like seeing the Patriots get their third-team quarterback some work here late as the ball's on the turf. Like to see who the recoverer is. It's recovered by the Red Dragons. It'll be the first turnover of the Patriots tonight. That is recovered by GW, fortunately. Check that. Recovered by the Red Dragons, excuse me. So first turnover of the night for the Patriot offense. But again, I still like seeing GW working that third-team quarterback, third and fourth string guys in there, getting them some experience here on a Friday night. That will be invaluable as the program continues on into future years. Handoff goes to Dias off the right side, and Dias slips up on the turf there after he made some initial contact with the defender. A little more than a minute to go here in this contest. Will, it's time to get our Par-Mar Stores player of the game.
Well, this can't be much of a surprise. Abe Fenwick just had a fantastic game out there, especially considering he didn't even play in the second half. 14 of 21 passing, 362 yards, 7 touchdowns, spreading those 7 touchdowns out to, I believe, 6 different receivers. So just another great game by the Patriots leader, a guy who's already headed to William & Mary on scholarship, and a guy who have a lot to do with this Patriot offense if they continue to get better as they get closer to the postseason.
Long run broken off there by Zephaniah Zealous. And the Patriots will set up first and goal. But that should be the final play of the game. I don't think the Patriots are going to be able to get another play off here before clock runs out.
Trying,
and they will not. So the Patriots going to keep the shutout intact. 77-0 your score. Your Par-Mar Stores player of the game, Abe Fenwick, number 11 in burgundy. Does a tremendous job of leading his team to a big win this evening on homecoming. Again, Will gave you the stat line earlier. Just an absolutely impressive evening. 14 of 21, well over 300 yards passing, and 7 touchdowns to 6 different receivers, spreading the love around.
That'll fix that touchdown-interception ratio real quick.
That came in today 9-8 touchdown to interception. So obviously
now 2-1. That's not too bad.
Having a great game here this evening, and the defense played great as well. Again, with the shutout defense, also scoring tonight. Second game in a row, third game in a row actually, the defense has scored. Had an interception return for a touchdown last week against the Big Red, or 2 weeks ago rather, against the Big Reds in Parkersburg. Defensive back and wide receiver, linebacker rather, Hunter Giacomo. He does line up sometimes in coverage, as he's a very versatile linebacker safety hybrid. Had a 69-yard pick six last week, 2 weeks ago rather, in the win over Parkersburg. So again, the St. Albans Red Dragons falls to 0-6 on the year now, and will take on South Charleston next week at home, Joe Crawford Field. And then the Patriots up next against Spring Valley here on the Hill. We'll be here for that contest next week. Kickoff is at 7:30. We'll get you started a little bit before then here on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media. So again, our player of the game for the Patriots, Abe Fenwick, is your Par-Mar Stores player of the game. For our Media Center crew, Andrew Rose, our cameraman, our producer-director, Ethan Young, and Will Vance, my color guy. I'm Adam Rogers saying thanks for joining us on this Friday night. We'll see you here next Friday.